Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to install custom ROM on your Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Okay, so this is the S21 Ultra. We're going to be installing a custom ROM, which means some unofficial firmware made not by the manufacturer, not by Samsung, rather made by the users or modified by the users, so you can get some different other features. Like for example, you can get the same system, One UI, the Samsung system, but made for Samsung S24 Ultra, which will contain, for example, Galaxy AI, which is unavailable on S21 Ultra natively. There are also way more other options on the internet, like for example, to get your system working and looking like the Pixel system, like Pixel Experience, or way more. So you can search for them on yourself, on your own, but also in the description down below there will be links for 3 different files. I'll show you them later, some examples that you can try out on your own and see if you like them, if that's something that you'd like to install. But of course, feel free to search the web for something else as well. First, we'll need to unlock the bootloader if your bootloader is currently locked, so I'll get to that in a moment once my phone turns on. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so your phone has to be set up. If your phone is not yet set up, it has to be set up currently, because without that you can't really unlock the bootloader. I will set it up without Wi-Fi to make the process quicker, because it makes the process way quicker without Wi-Fi. It asks less questions and doesn't load, doesn't send any data between the server and the phone. You know, I've already finished the process basically, so I think that is really great. Let's go through that. Let's go to home, and now let's connect to Wi-Fi. We'll need the Wi-Fi to be able to unlock the bootloader. So after the setup, I'm gonna just go to Wi-Fi in connections, in settings, go to that network I would like to connect to. Let's enter the password, click on connect, and now go back, go to the very bottom, go to About Phone, and now it is pretty important that if you have the same model name as me, which means model SMG998B, then you can install the files from the description down below. If you have a different model, you can still follow this tutorial, but you'll need to get different files from the internet for your exact model. Now, go to Software Information and click on Build Number 7 times. Now click on OK. If you have a screen lock, enter it. It is also worth going to Accounts and Backup, then Manage Accounts, and find your Google account. If you have it signed in, click on it and remove it, so you don't get FRP lock. And also it is worth backing up your phone if you have any important data on it, because we'll be erasing it even multiple times. And now let's get to developer options, and you should you should enable OEM unlocking. Basically, it's grayed out and it says blocked by auto blocker. If in your case it's blocked by auto blocker, then you would need to go to security and privacy, then go to auto blocker, disable it. It may be in more security options sometimes instead of just in the place you saw that in my case. And now in developer options, I'm gonna disable the OEM unlocking, but you should enable it basically. Let's enable it. Now turn the phone off. If you have a cable plugged into it, to turn the phone off, press and hold on power and volume down, click on power off twice. If you have a cable plugged in, unplug it, and now while the cable is plugged into your computer, not yet to your phone, press and hold on volume up and volume down, and while doing so, plug in the cable, and you should see a blue screen like this. Press and hold on your volume up button, and now it's going to ask you whether you want to unlock the bootloader. If you do, shortly press on volume up. Now it'll reset the phone. It will take quite some time, so in the process, we can already start searching for some things on our computer. By the way, to go through this alert, you can simply press on the power key to make it quicker. Now let's get to a browser, and you should get to our website, HardReset.Info. Now go to download, and first of all, find Samsung drivers. You can see there are Samsung drivers here with this picture. If you don't see them here, just type in Samsung drivers right here and go to download, then download them. I already have them downloaded. Now let's go to AddIn, type in AddIn, go to search, and get the 3.14.4 version. Simply click on download and download. Now, also, if you're using the links from the description down below, if you have the G998B model, which you most likely have, if you have the S21 Ultra 5G, then you can go to the links from the description down below. It'll look sort of like this, and you'll need to get the custom recovery and custom ROM. In custom recovery, I will be getting TWRP, just these two files, TWRP and vBeta disabler. Then in custom ROM, there are 3 different files that you can choose from, but now it is pretty important that you know that Beyond ROM has a different method than OneAI. I will try, I won't really try to install the OneAI. I may try to get the Elite UI Plus revision 4. I will try to get it, but it may not work on my system. Although I just want to show you these 2 files because they have 2 different methods of getting installed, and the Elite one is a little bit more complex, but more custom ROMs work with this method, whereas this Beyond ROM will work just with AddIn, which is great. It's easier that way, but I'll show you that nearer the end of the video, but you need to unlock the bootloader anyway. Now, once the bootloader is unlocked, our phone is on, we can begin by doing all the stuff. So the custom recovery first. Now, custom recovery is only needed for the files for the custom ROM that isn't done by AddIn. So Beyond ROM is done by AddIn, so you don't need custom recovery for it. But Elite UI Plus, I will get custom recovery for it, which is the TWRP that I have. I'll show you everything, and so from now on you can decide whether you want to keep watching from now on and see how to install a typical custom recovery, in my case the Elite UI Plus, or if you want, you can from this step, once the bootloader is unlocked, go to the part of the video where I'm installing Beyond ROM, which is a little bit easier, but less custom ROMs support this method, and only the ones that I'll explain it in that other part of the video, how to know whether that one supports installation via AddIn. But now let's also get to our folder, the downloads folder. For your Samsung drivers, right click on them, extract all, and click on extract. Then you'll have a folder like this. Go into it, double click on the program, install it. Once it's installed, it is very important that you restart your computer, and now go to AddIn. Once your computer is restarted, go into it, open it, click on OK, and now you can see I have AddIn. Okay, so that is pretty easy. Now we'll be installing the custom recovery from here. So let's shut our phone down and plug the cable beforehand. Press and hold on power and volume down, tap on power off, tap on it again, wait a moment, And now let's get to download mode. It is similar to getting the custom, to unlocking the bootloader, but a little bit different. So also be pretty exact here. Press and hold on volume up and volume down. While doing so, plug in the USB-C cable that is already plugged into your computer. Then this time only shortly press on volume up, and you're in download mode. Your phone should light up as the COM port. And now go to before that, let's go to options, disable auto reboot and disable factory reset time. Now, once we have them disabled, go to AP, go to your downloads, go to custom recovery. I will be getting TWRP, so I'm appending TWRP. Now for user data, let's select vBeta disabler. And now we are able to click on start. It is going to be a very quick process. As you can see, it's already done. And now what you need to do is, it's going to be a little bit complex. Press and hold on power and volume down for about 7 seconds. And once the screen goes off, keep holding the power button, but move your finger from volume down to volume up. After that, keep holding and you'll get to recovery screen. I'll show you that now. So press and hold on power and volume down for about 7 seconds until the screen goes off. And once it does, move your finger to volume up while still pressing the power button. And when the Samsung logo appears, release the power button and keep pressing the volume up button. You'll see this alert. If the alert doesn't go off after about 15 seconds, you should very quickly release and press again volume up. But in my case, you can see it has disappeared by itself, so I can just keep pressing until I get to TWRP. This is TWRP. Now what you need to do is go to wipe, format data, and type in yes. Now approve, and now it's gonna format your data. Go back, go to advanced wipe, select everything basically besides USB O2G. Now swipe to wipe, back. Now it is important that we reboot our system, but let's reboot it straight into the recovery. To do it, tap on reboot, then tap on recovery. We can unplug the cable for a moment, just to make sure. If this appears, just press on the power key to make it quicker, so you don't have to wait those 15 seconds or something. Yeah, now we are in TWRP again. Let's go to mount. Let's plug in the USB-C cable. Let's go back there again. Mount. We're gonna see if I go to this PC. Yeah, there's the SMG998B, my phone. Go to internal storage, and now you'll see the TWRP folder. Okay, and next to it, just next to it, somewhere, place your zip file with the custom ROM you'd like to install this way. So I'll get my custom ROM. I actually need to right click on it, click on extract all, and extract it, so it may take a little moment. I'm gonna get back to you soon. Okay, I can see that it's almost done. I'm just gonna go into there, and I'll explain that you don't need to extract these files. You actually shouldn't extract them, but if you go into them and see files like this, just like a bunch of weird files, then it needs to be installed using the TWRP. And now for the Beyond ROM, for example, there's going to be files that begin with letters A, P, B, L, C, P, and CSC or home CSC. So these are basically the ones that are installed via AddIn, and this is in the other part of the video. So just so you know. Now I think we have everything extracted already, or almost. No, I think we already do. Yeah, never mind. Let's see what's in the One AI folder. Okay, so One AI also has the APB, LCP, and CSC, so it can be installed using the AddIn. Although we are doing it now through the TWRP because this is a classic method. Let's get Elite UI Plus. I'm just gonna click on Control C to copy it. Then let's go to our phone. Let's paste it here in the internal storage. If there is the TWRP folder, that means that you're reading the storage correctly and that the storage is mounted correctly, and you will be able to find the file, because sometimes you aren't able to find it if you just place it in the internal storage. But if there is the TWRP folder, then it's more likely. In the process, because it's gonna take quite some time, I'll also explain that if this method with TWRP doesn't work with just copying the files, instead you will need to get ADB on your computer. You just can download ADB from Android platform tools. I'll do a quick, let's go to Android platform tools, right? Let's go to developer.android.com/tools/releases/platform tools. I'm gonna switch to English. And now download SDK platform tools for Windows. That will basically let you unpack a folder, go into that folder, then extract it, of course, go into it. Once you're in the folder, before you right click, actually move your zip file also into that folder. I'm explaining it to make it simpler. Of course, you can do it in a different way if you know how to use CMD and stuff, but you will need to move your zip file into the ADB folder, and then right click on your on the folder, on some free space within that ADB folder. Go to open in terminal. Of course, I'm opening it somewhere else. And then you'll need to simply type in ADB sideload and enter the name of the file. So in this case, it would be elite. I'm just gonna type in elite, then click on the tab key. It should finish it for me. If it doesn't, then, oh yeah, it did. It worked, as you can see. So yeah, and send that command after. On your TWRP, you go to Advanced, ADB sideload, wipe the Dalvik cache and cache, then swipe to start sideload, and you will be able to send this command and it will install it. We'll see. Maybe I won't be able to do it with the method that I'm showing you right now, with copying files. So I'll try the ADB sideload. This is a quick tutorial on how to do it if the method that I'm trying to show you now doesn't work, although the method is better, I think, quicker. You don't need to get additional ADB, whatever. You just do it. But if you need to, then advanced ADB sideload, wipe both, swipe, then it'll start sideload. Send this command in the terminal that was opened by right-clicking in the folder where your ADB is, as well as the zip file that you're trying to install, and then send this command. It's gonna be basically that. So now I think I'm still waiting. I don't know, it has disappeared. I think the file, yeah, it's copied. I guess it looks like it's copied. I'm just gonna verify before I begin. I'm gonna go to properties, as these many bytes, and if I go to my downloads, if I go to custom ROM, then it has, sorry, properties. I think about the same size, so that is basically it. Let's go to TWRP, and to install it with the copying files method, simply go to install, click on the zip file. You'll already be in the SD card folder, which lets you go into the zip file. Now swipe to confirm flash, and it should begin. If it doesn't work, then do it with ADB sideload. Now we'll see if it works. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't really know. It really depends on your phone, on the firmware that is currently installed, whether it is, I don't know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm just checking something. I think, yeah, it won't work. It won't work because it says it needs the E revision of the firmware. It needs my phone to have the stock ROM first installed as G998B XXSEGYA2. If you don't know what that means, there's a video on stock ROM that you can watch on our channel. It explains a lot. Well, I wasn't able to do it because of that, but if you install a different custom ROM that is installed like that using this method, then this is how you do it basically. Then you just go to reboot system and it works. So yeah, so now your custom ROM should be working technically if you've installed one that is appropriate for your phone. Yeah, this one isn't because I have a newer revision of the bootloader, so I cannot do it. If you don't know what revisions of bootloader are, as I said, stock ROM video explains everything. Now, so this was the first method. If it works, then you can reboot your system and work. But I'm gonna go to reboot, I'm gonna go to power off actually, and I'm gonna do the second method. So this is the part with the second method with the AddIn. So let's go to AddIn. I'm actually going to reset here because I think we can get the auto reboot and everything. It's trying to turn on. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it doesn't because it's in, you know, because I've installed a version of the system that won't work. So yeah, now let's get to download mode as we did earlier. Or if you're watching this video now, like after some, if you've skipped the previous part, then you need to get to download mode, which means the mode that your phone will communicate between your computer and the phone. Now, to do it, press and hold on volume up and volume down, and while doing so, plug in the USB-C cable as we did to unlock the bootloader, but this time shortly press on volume up. Now you're in download mode. You can go back to the previous part of the video on how to get the AddIn as well as Samsung drivers from our website, and you should be in AddIn. If you've tried the previous method, reset it with the reset button. Your phone will light up as the COM port right here. And now to install a file that can be installed via AddIn, first let's verify whether the file can be installed via AddIn. So I have the Beyond ROM here. Once I double click here, you'll see that it opens and it has files that begin with AP, BL, CP, and CSC or home CSC. That means that it can be installed via AddIn. This is another example that can be installed via AddIn, as you can see right here. Now, a file that cannot be installed via AddIn looks sort of like this, may look a little bit different. You can see it doesn't have BL, AP files and stuff like that. So that's how you know. Now we'll be getting the Beyond ROM in this video, so let's right click on it, extract all, extract. It's gonna take a little moment for it to extract all the files. and shortly we'll be able to continue with everything. So I'll already go to the AddIn program. Basically, once the files are unpacked, all you need to do is click on BL, load the file that begins with BL, click on AP, load the file that begins with AP, CP, click on load the one that begins with CP, and CSC, load the file that begins with. If there's just one file, either CSC or home CSC, get the one, either CSC or home CSC. But if there's two, then I would actually recommend that you read the documentation of the custom ROM you're trying to install, because they may have a different meaning and you don't really want to get them confused. Now you can see all my files are almost unpacked. They've gotten okay, yeah. So let's click on BL. Now I'm gonna get to downloads, get to my custom ROM, go to the folder that I've extracted, go to BL file and open it. Now let's do the same with CP file and the CSC. In this case, there's only the home CSC, so I'm getting this one. AP as well. I'm appending this one as the last one, just because it loads the longest. So, you know, it's the biggest file. I can wait a little bit longer. I'll get back to you soon. Okay, as you can see, all the files are loaded. My phone is discovered in the COM ports. So let's click on start. And now it's just gonna load the system. Of course, the bootloader has to be unlocked. And yeah, I'll get back to you when it's done. The phone will restart automatically. It may take a little moment, so get ready for a little wait. And as I said, I'll be back soon. Okay, it's passed. You can see the phone is resetting itself automatically, so it may take a little moment, but I think it's already working. We'll just get to the phone, we'll see. Okay, it didn't work. It didn't work for sure, because it shouldn't get to TWRP. So I'll try to fix that. I may need to first install the system, the stock ROM, and that there is a video about, as I said in another part that you might have skipped. But yeah, that is weird. That is weird for sure. So I'll just install the stock ROM, and I'll get back to you soon. Okay, never mind. I actually don't need to do anything here. I don't need the stock ROM. I did everything correctly, but you actually, sorry, I forgot. You actually need TWRP, but you need to get the custom ROM, custom recovery, as it was in the previous part of the video. You need to get it anyway if you're trying to install the system through AddIn. You just don't need to use it to install the system. You just need to have it and then install the system via AddIn. So now when I'm in TWRP, it automatically opens after installing the files via AddIn. The custom ROM already. After getting the custom recovery, I need to go to wipe, format data, type in yes, approve, and now click on reboot system, and now it'll work. So sorry for the confusion. I'll repeat one more time everything to just sum all the knowledge up. If your file should be installed via TWRP, that means that you need to first unlock the bootloader, then get custom recovery TWRP, then install it as shown in the first part of the video. But if you're trying to install a custom ROM that gets installed via AddIn, you still need to unlock the bootloader, install the custom recovery, and after installing the custom recovery, install the custom ROM through AddIn and like shown a moment ago, and then go to TWRP, which will open automatically. Go to wipe data, type in yes, and then it'll wipe it, reboot your system. You can see it is turning on. The Beyond ROM is turning on right now, so we can see our phone is working. We've managed to do everything correctly. I'll just wait until it finishes. It may take quite some time for the first power on. I'll most likely set it up and we'll see. Okay, my phone is now turning on, as you can see. Let's click on start. Let's select the language. I'll get the English United States. Click on next. Now I'm gonna skip the Wi-Fi connection just so I can make the process quicker. I think I already mentioned it at the beginning of the video. Skipping Wi-Fi and connecting to it later is a way better option. But as you can see, we have it installed already, so like you can use it however you want, honestly. Let's enable it. Okay, home, and now we are in the Beyond ROM, which has many different options that your typical phone wouldn't have, your typical S21 Ultra wouldn't have, including Galaxy AI, as well as way more. If you go to About Phone and Software Information, you can see it says Beyond ROM. It has the logo of Beyond ROM. It has all the different data here, and I think it has way more options than just the AI. You just need to look it up yourself. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.